Hey, what up, YouTube? As you guys know, I smoked my motor. It was a 15 turn mega motor that came with this version 2 Granite that I bought a few whiles back. So I bought a 12 turn and got a 12 turn instead. This is the one that goes in the Granite 4x4 12 turn motor, and it's a 550 can. The other one's a 540 can, I believe, so it's a little bit smaller. Back when I ran this Granite a little bit, jumping on like I think Mother's Day or something like that, I also stripped the spur gear, so I just bought an extra spur gear. It's a 40 pitch, as you can see, so it just means that it's a little different makeup of the teeth and stuff like that. So let's compare the motor size real quick. There you go. So that's the size difference. As you can see, this one's a little bit bigger. So in order to make that work, I'm gonna have to like, you just undo this little part that goes flush on it, and you create a little space in there, and it should work. Take that cover off, and first let me replace the spur gear. So as you guys know, if you ever do the hobby, it's nice to get a good set of tools like this. You have your little hex wrenches, you could adjust them, you got your ratchet screwdriver, and you could just kind of like do it really easily. Oh, so real quick, I also wanted to say, so the circumference or the diameter is about the same. So looking at the diameter like that and looking at the diameter like that, they're about the same diameter. It's just the length of the can, like this part, it's just longer. So if you look at the length, see it's a little bit longer on the 12 turn, but which means it'll be a little faster too. So in case you guys didn't know, the lower the turn is, the faster it is. It's just the motor will heat up quicker too. So say if you had like a 19 turn instead of a 15 turn, it would like it would take probably, you know, longer to burn out and stuff like that, but it's just not as fast. Alright, so the first step in this process is I have to get this pinion to go down. Actually, they're both 14 tooth pinions, but I want to get this pinion to go down a little more. And this one, see, it's too high, it's low. So when I stick it in here like this, it's going to be sticking out right here a little too far. So I have to lower that to make it even. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so real quick, in case you guys didn't already know, you take a blow dryer. Just heat it up, maybe about after like 20 seconds, 30 seconds after you heat it up. Then you just unscrew the little grub screw out, okay? And then the pinion comes right off, just like this, okay? Just like that, yep. Then after you're done with that, you just take a little bit of this. It's called thread locker, okay? You just put a little bit on the end, put the grub screw back on, put the pinion where you want it lengthened, probably about this amount of length, okay? They're both 14s actually that came with it. So with my Mega Granite, it came with a 14 tooth. Now I'm putting a 14 tooth again, but I'm using that new Mega 12 turn with the 4x4. It comes with this motor, so I'm going to put this motor in there and see how it looks. Okay, after adding that thread lock, it looks about even now, about the right height compared to the motor. All I got to do is screw it in. Okay, so after getting the wheels off, the wheel nut wrench, you just take this cover off right here. It comes off really easy. Phillips head screwdriver, and just twist it off just like that. Twist it off. That's it. There you go. See, then it just comes off like that. Put that aside, and now you can see my gear. You see this right here? Broken teeth right there. Okay, that was from jumping it. Cheap piece of crap. But anyways, yeah, so I got this spur gear. I'm gonna throw this in there real quick. So just how you do it is there's a little clip on this end. You just clip it, you pull this off, you kind of unscrew it, you put the little what do you call those, slipper clutch, you know, those pads, and then it holds in. The spur gear is ready to go. And then there's just two screws right here. You put this motor, you take these two little screws off, anchor it in. And then this part right here is the tricky part, because I'm going to have this kind of stick out a little bit because of the different size in the motor sizes. And then I'll put my mesh and then get it set, and it'll be all done. That's it. Let me zoom in on there. Dang, can't get a good view. Earlier I was. Anyways, guys, there's a nice look at the slipper that I took out. It looks like that. Okay, there's the spring and the washers, you know, the slipper clutch, and then you got the spur, and then you got these little pads there to keep it, and you got the two plates. You got that plate, and you got that plate. You got a washer on the back, and these little things have grooves in it like that. that shape, and then there's a part that's kind of flat, like right here, and then it just kind of hooks in. You put the 2 washers, and you just set your slipper clutch. When you put your slipper clutch, you just tighten it all the way, do like a 1/4 turn loose, and it should be good. Okay. Alright, so looking at these real quick, the one I just took out is an 87, and this is an 81. So with a smaller spur gear and a larger pinion gear, you get more top end, okay? Bigger spur, smaller pinion, more torque, just so that you guys know that again. But since I got a 12-turn motor, I could leave a 14 tooth on here. I'm just going to lower the spur to try to balance out that speed, and we'll have to do a run later. It's a little raining here a little bit, and probably won't be able to go out today or soon, but sooner or later I'll show you guys the difference between from my last video. Alright, there it is. Plate put back on, spring. I tightened this all the way down with the nut in the washer. Then I just backed off maybe like 1/4 to 1/2 turn. Just so the purpose of a slipper clutch, guys, if you don't know, is to save your drivetrain. You know, you hit those jumps, wheels spinning. If you land, all of a sudden, boom. That's why last time the teeth broke off, because it's just kind of wacky. It's not as strong. It's not a metal spur, but it'll do the job for now, just for off-road running light here and there and stuff. Alright guys, so the 14 tooth was too small, because with this 12-turn motor I really jammed it in there. For all I know, when it heats up it's probably going to melt this plastic, who knows. But I had to take off this piece right here, and I don't even think I could do it because the motor's just too long, and it's kind of like too wide in circumference or diameter or whatever. But I found a Pinion, a 21 tooth, so I'm putting a 21 tooth on there with the 81 spur, so this thing's going to be pretty quick actually. I'm going to have to race it against my Stampede, who has I think a 76 spur and like a 23 tooth. But they're both going to be running 12 turns now, so we'll probably do like a real little race video. But that's a quick changing of the spur gear on my Arrma Granite version 2, and then we'll see how this guy runs later. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, have a great day, and keep bashing, have fun with RC. Okay, good night. Alright guys, real quick again, let me zoom in on that. Dang, why didn't it clear? There you go. So I was actually able to put this back cover on right here, so it actually worked. It's a snug fit, but the 12-turn fits pretty good. And yeah, we'll let that Loctite dry and we'll try this out. Anyways, I just wanted to show you that I was able to get that back piece like right there, that cover, just to kind of hold it in so the motor don't slip out towards the left side like that. Okay.